Good morning, crypto fam. What's happening? Welcome back to Love for Crypto. I'm Scott. Whether you're watching on IGTV, Facebook, or YouTube, it is a pleasure to have you here. It is another beautiful sunny day in Manchester. So, happy Monday. It's Monday, innit? It's Monday. Did I say happy Sunday at first? Anyway, morning. Happy Monday. Bank holiday Monday for a lot. So yesterday you might saw the video, millions of transactions per second. But look at that bad boy there. Look at that tweet there. Oh, pause it if you have to. Billions of transactions per second is what we're building for with Interledger. It's heavily inspired by the internet protocol and doesn't have any of the scalability or latency limitations of blockchains or consensus-based systems. Interesting. They're not just going for millions of transactions per second, they're going for billions. Now I'm going to read a little bit through that. Thoughts on scaling Interledger connectors by Even Schwartz, same guy whose tweet just read. He's ex-Ripple. If you're new to the game, he's ex-Ripple, now works on Interledger and the scalability aspects of ILP, clearly. Streaming payments mean Interledger connectors need to process huge volumes of Interledger packets, but the current reference implementation is hard to run at scale. My hypothesis is that we should make the connector completely stateless using HTTP-based bilateral communications protocol. This post describes ongoing work, and neither the design nor the protocol are settled. Comments on and alternative suggestions are welcome. You can find basic prototype of the proposed design implemented here. So guys, a lot of this is open source in it, and they've got a forum discussing what they're doing. So if you understand all this, what I'm about to read through, and you get it all, and I mean it all, because there's bits I'm not even gonna get. It happens all the time. I'm reading just fucking letters. I don't know what the fuck they mean, but get yourself to the Interledger forum and contribute a little bit if you understand it all. But bilateral communication in Interledger. Interledger.js uses plugin architecture to abstract away different possible bilateral messaging protocols. But today, all of the plugins are built on the bilateral transfer protocol, the BTP. The BTP is a binary request response protocol implemented over WebSockets. It's originally included message types for prepare, fulfill, reject, and transfer. But BTP 2.0, which is used today, stripped out nearly everything except request response, semantic authentication, the subprotocol naming. Why do we use WebSockets? Over the years of working on Interledger, we have had countless discussions about the optimal ledger layer, or the bilateral messaging protocol to use for communicating Interledger details at various points. We considered HTTP, gRPC, WebRTC, MQTT, and UDP, among others. WebSockets were chosen for their mix of available implementations on nearly all programming languages, relatively low overhead on the wire, bidirectional messaging without requiring both parties to have publicly accessible endpoints, and the server-to-browser support. This set of features meant that we could support a single protocol for both client-server relationship and peering in relationships between connectors. However, as the Interledger network has grown, we are seeing the limits of using BTP for server-to-server communications. Challenge it is fucking hard reading with my accent when I have to go to letters, because I slur to myself. When I read to myself, I slur. And I'm trying not to slur as I read, because I'm obviously reading for you guys. But the challenge is scaling WebSocket peering. Interledger service providers, ILSPSs, need to run multiple instances of the connector in order to process large volumes of Interledger packets. Unfortunately, this is difficult to do today, arguably because of BTP and its use of WebSockets. Current ILSPs that run multiple connectors configure different WebSocket URLs and ILP addresses for each instant. As a result, pairing with another ILSP requires configuring each connector with all of the URLs and the ILP addresses of the peers connectors. So we're getting complicated now, and this is what I mean. If you're understanding all this, you need to go and get yourself to Interledger forum and contribute a little bit. But what it basically all comes down to is the connectors. An alternative to our current architecture is to switch to the bilateral communication to HTTPS and make the connector completely stateless. As illustrated below, each incoming ILP prepared packet would be its own HTTP post. Requesting the ILP fulfill or reject will come back on the HTTP response. An ILSP would run at standard HTTP load balancer. It is getting a lot technical. And they've got like the little diagram, what they're doing there. Balance logic in the database. In order to keep the connector stateless, all balance logic would need to be performed in a database. This could be done using a fast in-memory system like Redis, while the authoritative ledger could be on disk, off disk. The advantage of offloading balance-related transactions to a database is that is exactly what databases is designed for. If there is even a slight possibility that multiple connectors could process transactions for the same account, a single system will need to ensure that transactions are applied automatically. Muppet. See, fucking... It goes on, guys. It goes on, guys. Separate clearing and settlements. It does get a little bit complicated for people who don't really understand the mechanisms of how it works. And if you don't understand how the current internet works, like I don't myself, all this TCP and HTTP shit, I know it's there. I'll kind of get my head around it a little bit, but it does get confusing. And I think the main thing that we need to take away from that is just the billions of a billion transactions per second. It's on Even Swartz Twitter, that. It's not Scott Pratt saying that. Even Swartz on his Twitter saying that they're trying to get to 1 billion transactions per second. There is also a lot of questions about Stream. I'm gonna do another video right after this video reading through Stream, and then Kurt's just sent me a link to DTCC. I've just released some extremely interesting information. I had a little quick ganders over it, and I saw issuance mentioned, I saw custody mentioned with PolySign, so I'm going to have a little read of that, maybe do a video of that later on. I'm also planning a little layman's video just so people can just show it to their friends and family, just explaining that basically the current system alone, like getting rid of that 3 to 5 day pending payment and the current SWIFT system and that, and just speeding all that up, is going to introduce a shitload of volume and value. And then what happens beyond that is just unbelievable, and they struggle to believe it. So we're gonna try and lay it down for them in layman's terms, if you will, without trying to say you're a fucking layman because you don't get it. We just want to try and put it in a different way and maybe introduce a few different analogies and different ways of thinking, so maybe they can hear it a certain way and it'll start clicking. But anyway, the scalability. 1,500 transactions per second. Don't make me laugh, man. It's not enough. It's not enough for the future. It's not enough for where we're going. So do what you have to do, guys. You get an XRP, us. No doubt we'll probably get a little bit of EOS and some XLM and all sorts down the line, but you've got to be happy with that bag of XRP you've got first. Get happy with your bag of XRP, then look at diversifying. If you ain't got any, don't delay. Go get some today. Yeah, accumulate and wait. Live long and hodl. Do not live with regret. Make peace with your exit points. I hope you had a good weekend. I hope your family had a good weekend. We love crypto. We love XRP. And we love you. Fuck yeah. Peace out. Take care.